to find him here in the early going. I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Browns at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Check. Give me 4. Hey, we got to snap it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here we go. 8-3. Pull it together. Hey, check.
On play action, Lawrence. Out to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, right back to ETN. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and goal from the 1.
50
Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
check flag 33. Check flag 33. 54. Check. Check out 54.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Here we go.
To throw is Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Faking the give, now Watson. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Okay, CD, 2nd quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Quick slant completes into Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54.
Here's Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Watson. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Watson's throw taken in by Samuel. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 29. 33. Watch the curl.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To the air yet again. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 54 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Second and 9.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they take a knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
tell the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the